Everybody, welcome back. We got another VOD review today. This time we have a Silver Blade. They say tips on the dash and parry, please. So let's see what we can learn. First things, this is actually a quick play game. You can tell by the map. So there's a lot less to learn from quick play games. This is also a win, they said. So for anybody else who's thinking of supporting or asking for a VOD review, you learn the most through your losses in ranked. That is the best way to learn, but I'm sure we can still learn quite a bit in quick play. As far as VOD reviews, we can learn a little bit more in ranked and losses, but let's see what we can do. All right, who's on your team? You have Thor, Angela, very dive heavy tanks. You won't have a crazy strong front line. Who's your other DPS? You have Moon Knight. He helps in the back. And then you have Invis Cloak, so not anything crazy super deep healing, like you don't have a Luna with Snowflake, you don't have a Ultron drone, so we can't go super deep, but not bad. And then nobody super fragile in your backline, so shouldn't be crazy. 3 barebone PCs. Oh, nice! Start yourself a server, or several servers. Good stuff. Also, this is consoles, so let's keep that in mind. Oh my goodness, they are all coming through the same area. Okay, our Thor's AFK. Alright, first thing I'll say is we want to be in gun mode for the most part. Also, if you have a spider nest here, like, you should be shooting this. For sure. 100%. Like, there's no reason to go here until this spider nest is destroyed. And then, I mean, yeah. This is why we don't, like, really want to review quick plays as much, because it is... Like, you just had one person AFK at the very beginning, and then your Invis tried to help them and died for it. Like, this is a bit of a silly fight now. Yeah, none of this should work. You guys are down too.
Look, our next victims back in the game. Good luck, I was here.
This is something, huh? Alright, so when fights break down, it feels like you're actually pretty good at brawling. You just want to be careful not to ditch your backline and understand, like, who you should be attacking and where you should be standing. Blade's pretty difficult because he's got the problem of, like, jack of all trades but master of none. So he can peel pretty well, he can kind of dive decently well, he can brawl decently well, he can kind of poke medium to long range. But he's not the best at any of those things. So he gets a lot of his value by, like, switching in between things at the right times. Okay, their Penny just walks in by themselves. Okay, be careful here. You don't have any dashes. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything to learn from this VOD, because, like, the enemy team is walking in one at a time. But there is some stuff. So even when the enemy team is doing really dumb things, you should still have an idea in your head of, like, areas that is too far, right? So on this map, let's see, if we start from over here, the area that's too far is right here. You could draw a line from here to here. Why is the line from here to here? Because that's your line of sight from your supports, right? Your support is standing here. There's a line from here to here where they can't see you. Now they can't see you. And if they do see you, look at what this Invis, she's going to try to come help you, and she's going to get herself in danger. Or they're just not going to. And so now you guys are screwed. So whenever you're pushing forward, you want to make sure, like, you don't cross that line where your supports can't see you, unless you accept that your supports aren't going to see you, and then you go for health packs and you have a different route, right? But that's more of like a dive approach. I like that we're in the rage mode to get back to spawn faster. Back from spawn. Okay, now we want to switch out and start shooting. Break the nest. Break the nest. Yeah, I feel like you're way too willing to like go brawl when Blade just does way more damage in gun mode. So you want to try to find like the optimal distance and sit, which is like right here. Honestly, if you sit right here, you're not taking any damage. You do damage to the penny nest, you do damage to the penny. You can help your supports with this reed. You could pop them up. You can help your supports with this wolf. But you just kind of like dive in and like look what's going on in your backline while you're doing that. Granted, these people are silver quick play terrible, but you're making it hard on your supports. Whereas if you stood here, you shoot the penny a couple times, then you turn and you peel a little bit, and then you shoot again over here. Like, Blade has to be doing all of it. Yeah, for real. And now we're still in here. They kind of justify your ult. So the way I'm seeing top level Blades use their ult is, he gets his ult really fast, so you can kind of use it as an opener in a specific scenario where you're trying to bait out support ults, which you kind of did here. The other way I see people use it is actually just solo ulting to like combo to get a kill. I see Blades do that a lot, and like, I think that's a much better way to do it. Yeah, in higher elo, this penny's going to right click you, or she's gonna web you. You're gonna get stuck. Hulk is gonna exile. You'll be extra stuck, and then Wolf will kidnap you back into your team. Like, this is a really bad spot to stand. You want to be back here and you want to be shooting, and like, okay, we're pressing the advantage here. Stand by cover and shoot. You don't want to use the Blade mode of Blade very often. You're taking so much damage. Okay, yeah. So if you're gonna use dash to go in to try to anti-heal somebody, you have to understand like where you end up with your dash. You're ending up in a horrible position. The Mantis is gonna sleep you, Penny's gonna net you, and you're just dead here. Like 99 times out of 100, if you're playing in anything other than silver, you're just dead here. So if you want to think about dashes, if you're gonna go for an aggressive dash, you need to have your full block, and at the very least, and if not another dash to be able to get back out. And like, so this person, they asked specifically like how to use tips on the dash and the parry. So if you're going to dash, understand where you're ending up and is that place safe. Right here, we're making the same mistake as we did earlier. This is not safe. You have no support from your team and no chance to do it. You also have zero escape route right here. Like, you could try to go this way, but you're going to get blocked and it's still long. You could try to go this way, but you're not really going to have much health here. I mean, you could get the health back, but then what? Now you're still surrounded. So your only real escape route is like here, and it's just too far. Whereas if you had gun mode over here, and you're shooting and you're doing damage, you could escape out to here, and this is much more safe because you have a health pack and escape route to your team. So Blade's dashes like really rely on his positioning and dictate that. As far as parry goes, yeah, that's exactly what happens. So as far as parry goes, though, you want to use parry for like big things, or CC immunity. So with big damage on their team, they have like Iron Man ult. That'd be great if you block an Iron Man ult for your team. You can actually tank it, and then it would stop on you instead of where it's going. You could, I mean, that's kind of the only big one. Then we look at CC. You can parry Mantis's sleep. Good lord, I can't say her name. You can parry Penny's net. So those are the two things that, when you're thinking about parry, it's based on like baiting. So specifically for the parry, it's the first like quarter of a second of when you start shielding. And so if you are attacking a mantis, you have to get a feel for like, okay, does the mantis sleep me right away? If she does, I know like I'm going to dash in and then I'm immediately going to block, because I know with the mantis, that is the timing that they're going to sleep me at. Same with the penny, things like that. Then if we move aside from parry and just talk about your regular block, it speeds up your cooldown for the dash, which is really nice. So that's why I said, like, when you dash in, you have to have your full block, especially if you only have one dash and you use it to get in, because that's going to give you a second dash to get out, and it's going to keep you alive. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an ult here. Kind of. So when you think about Blade's ult, you want to use it to get the maximum area denial, because if you're going to use it like this, so you could use it to just solo off a kill, but you can also use it to keep people in a damaging area. So remember when I talked about how you don't want to lose sight of your supports, and you want your supports to be safe around corners, right? Well, if you put this Blade ult here instead, now this mantis can't walk back through that, or they're going to risk dying. Same with the Atom. And they have to stay out here, which is where your whole team is looking, right? This penny could help you out. The cloak could help you out. I mean, if they didn't die, the invis, you have people helping you here. So you could think about Blade's ult in that way of like cutting off this area of escape. At the very least, they have to cross this path to get back to safety. And while they're doing that, they're going to take damage and things like that. You sent another VOD in Discord? Oh, is this you? You are Cyborg, right? Or... whose VOD is this? This is probably yours. Because you sent the Ultron one, right? Block, block, block! Okay, that would have been a good time to try to parry. So yeah, when we're talking about parry, those are the things you want to like keep in mind. Okay, we're getting a little lost in the sauce here. You don't have much health. You try to like finish off the Hulk, but you're putting yourself in danger of dying. So be careful of the trade-off here. Nice. Okay, wait for full health. Wait for full health. Okay. I don't like my timing on parrying. So I was saying this earlier, so I'll send you the whole VOD again so you can watch like the beginning. But as far as parrying, you want to be thinking like preemptively with parrying, because there's a difference between the parry and the block. The parry is the first like quarter second, and you want to use parrying for like big things like Iron Man ult, or on anti-CC things like Mantis's sleep, Penny's net, right? Those are the things that you want to think about preemptively. And then you want to use blocking, like the rest of the ability, in order to help you survive in an area that you like shouldn't be. I was thinking the parry is like Mr. Fantastic's deflect. No, it doesn't deflect. So the whole block, the whole 2 seconds of it, it lowers the damage you take by 80%. So if you would take 100, you only take 20. If you would take 1,000 damage, you only take 200. So it's like pretty significant. But it doesn't deflect anything. It just stops the damage. And then the first quarter second of it, you're immune to CC effects. So do you know, if you don't know what CC, or anybody who's watching, if you don't know what CC, it's crowd control. So anything that can like stun you or move you or push you around, things like that. So think Mantis's sleep, that stuns you and keeps you there for a second. If you parry it at the very beginning of your block, and you time it right, you won't get slept. Same thing with Penny Net. Same thing with Luna Freeze. I don't know if it works. I would assume it works with Hulk's Exile as well. But things like that. Physical harassment pauses for 0.5 seconds. There you go. So it's half a second, not a quarter. Anti-bullying. Right. So you want to use it as... You want to read when the enemy's going to do that.
We are undefeatable. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Okay. Also, I feel like you're very heavy on the blade. You need to be using the gun more. Now, this is a scenario where, like, I don't mind the blade out. Yeah, that's tough. And then we talk about ults, like, you want to use it in different scenarios. This fight's, like, already lost. So this is just a waste of an ult. You're not really getting any value out of it. 0.4 seconds. That's so weird. Why is it such a weird number? Yeah.
The shadows.
Gun. There you go. My friend who mains Blade, he's like, bro, I don't know why they called this. He literally just doesn't call him Blade. He just calls him Gun. Yeah, I play Gun. Because, like, the Blade is so much worse than the gun. You need to be using the gun, like constantly. If you want to play a melee character who uses big sword, like, go play Magic. Or if you want to play, like, a brawl melee character, you can play, like, Iron Fist or Hulk or Thing. A character like that. Magic too heavy. Yeah, she's pretty slow. She do be pretty slow. I don't blame you there.
Spider mode. Found some sort of spider nest. It's spider time!
Here, I feel like we're playing too passive. I want to see you, like, over here. Doing damage and getting shots with the blade and looking for opportunities to get in.
Shields up.
The Penny, no? Though? Yeah, that's fine. Penny doesn't really pose that much of a threat to you as Blade. Like, you could be here. You can even... So, something that Blades do... This is what I was talking about, where they're jack of all trades. Blade can actually just deny this Penny area. You can actually dash at... You can dash at this Penny and, like, pop her backwards. You give her a little boop. And then you can shoot the nest, you can dash at her again, and, like, make it to where she can't walk forward. Works on Penny things too. Yeah, so your block, it'll block 80% damage of anything. Anything. In the whole game. For 2 seconds. Yeah, you gotta get used to using the gun more. It's so much better. I thought it's only projectile. No, it's everything. It's melee damage, projectiles, CC, the whole thing. Although, I'm pretty sure it's directional. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it does have to be directional. So if you're getting shot from behind, it won't do that. Why do people say he's mid? People say he's mid because of what I was talking about earlier. He's a jack of all trades, but master of none. So he's pretty decent at peeling, but somebody like Phoenix, Hela, Moon Knight are better at peeling. He's pretty decent at brawling, but somebody like Iron Fist is better at brawling. What's peeling? Peeling is when you peel off an enemy attacker off your supports. So, let's see. There was a good example earlier, but basically, if you look at their team, they have like 1.5 divers. They have Hulk and they have Wolverine. And your Hulk and Wolverine are gonna try to get to your supports, right? They're trying to flank and get on your supports. As a Blade, you can actually just deny that from happening to your supports, right? Peeling is like anti-flanking. And Blade's like pretty darn good at it. So like this whole time, like you could be over here. So peeling, counter, flanking. Right, you could be over here doing damage to this Wolverine. You hit him with your dash, and then he basically either dies or has to get out. And then your supports can go back to healing again. Same thing with this Hulk. Like, Blade is really good against Hulk because his dash stops Hulk's jump. Yeah. Oh no, don't use ult. Oh, it's too late. Yeah, that's a bad ult. That's alright. We're working on one thing at a time. So, what is this Wolverine doing?
Born again.
Bro, this is crazy.
Takes a lot more than that.
So, yeah.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Our Silver's a wild place. He hates me. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay, you want to use block when you're low health. Block, 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 block. Okay, get out. That's fine. Keep going. Just some map knowledge. What I do as well, I just take some time to run around each map and know, like, you know, where the health packs are, where the options are, the routes to get to different places. Health pack here, things like that. You can actually go all the way around. And then you can go here. This way. And then, yeah, what Jake is saying is important as well. But yeah, definitely just take some time on quick play and like go learn each map. Like, it helps so much to just know the map. So I switched to gun. Perfect. Yeah, you could be doing damage here. You are in a flank position. Just sit here and just start shooting the Atom. Start shooting the Penny. Because what's going to happen if you start shooting this Atom? Atom's going to back up, and then this Penny's going to be like, I'm not getting healing. I need to back up. All from you just sitting in a safe spot and, like, just shooting a little bit. You don't even have to, like, put yourself in danger. Oh, there's a Penny nest. Like, shoot the Penny nest first. Block, block. Get ready to block. Yeah, here again, map knowledge. There's a window right here. You could dash up through. There you go. Oh, okay. What Mance is doing? I know. My Atlanta. Okay, we almost got her all, but they're down two supports right now. So now would be a battle. No! That's alright. It happens. This is probably the third time I've seen Blade gameplay since he dropped. Dude, he's a really tough character to make look good. I'm gonna be honest. He can do some stuff, but like, it takes... I'm too used to consoles ult. Yeah. It takes a lot of effort to make Blade useful. Wait, I thought this was console. Are you on PC but using a controller? Too deep, get out. Okay, that's your cloak support ult. Now I would go in. Go to your cloak support ult. There you go. Now you can go in. Gun! Gun! Use the gun! Yeah, you gotta get used to it. Personally, just, I mean, I know a lot of people do play like on PC and they use controller. I would recommend you learn with the mouse and keyboard. Like, it sucks at first. You're gonna be worse. You're gonna drop, like, if you were gold, you'll drop always down. I always think Blade's a heavy melee hero. I know. They really misnamed this character because they should have called him Gun. His gun is so much better. And it's like not close. So I would practice with the mouse and keyboard. Updated my crosshair. Yeah, it's pretty... It's something. I'd practice with mouse and keyboard. You'll go a lot farther with it. All right, not bad, especially for the gun part. Yeah, not close. So overall, things that I'd say, definitely learn how to peel. Peeling on blade is really good, and then learn when you need to peel. So I'd start by just looking at, okay, do they have any flanking dive characters? If they do, okay, let me stick back a little bit. If they don't, then I can flank and brawl and do a little bit more of that stuff. Second thing, definitely, can I counter a BP? You can help with a BP, but it's like pretty difficult. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you aim your dash properly, it can really like kind of stun him. You can also, the way to counter like a BP as Blade and like with most characters is you kind of just stand by their supports and make the BP a little bit more scared. It's less of a like, the BP is already attacking, now I help. It's more of, the BP wants to attack, so I'm going to stand there and make it harder for them to do that so in the first place. It's difficult, but it's possible. You're more gonna peel off like longer things. Cap, Hulk, kind of Wolverine, Iron Fist, Psylocke, stuff like that. And then the last thing would be definitely use gun. Use the gun way more. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. So Blade is half gun, half melee. Gun when flanking, parry when low HP if they're attacking you, and peel. Yeah, I would say he's like 75% gun, 25% melee. If anything, it's probably like 90-10, honestly. But yeah, like, gun just does so much more. And then you want to use, when the fights like break down, then you want to go back to the Blade. So anyway, that's gonna do it for the YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope this helps. God bless, and I'll catch you next time. Oh wait, what's up? Maybe one extra thing? You made a proposal on buffing Ultron. Well, let's hope Gong Gong hears you. Yeah, you can send it. But that's going to do it for the YouTube video. Thanks so much. Bye.